All right, so that was 190 kilos for one. You guys know my max is 200. I thought about doing 200 again, and then I thought to myself, why? Why should I be doing 200 again? I know that that's my max. If I am not 100% sure that I can get, say, 205, 210, is there any point in pursuing that maximum weight? If you spoke to me 6 months ago, I would say to you that there's a lot of value in practicing your craft. My craft is 1 rep maxing. But if you speak to me right now, I'm going to say to you that really you're just expressing that strength, and there's very little value in that. Now, I'm not saying that you should never practice your 1 rep max lifts. There's definitely value there in doing it occasionally. But doing it weekly, doing it a couple of times a week, there's absolutely no value there. The reason why I say this is because your strength is built with repetitions. I have built my strength with reps up to 20, 30, 40, 50 reps. That's certainly what pushed me over from 190 to 200 kilos. So reps is what gets you the strength, and then practicing the craft is exactly that, practicing the craft. If you use the analogy of kind of, say, football, international football, do you put your 17-year-old to go into the game without practicing to a great extent throughout, training sessions and things like that? So passing under pressure, passing away from pressure, kicking a goal, whatever. I'm not even a soccer player. I don't know why I'm using this, but I'm just telling you that training sessions are more important than game time, because game time, it's very hard for you to practice your skills because you're under duress. Now, that doesn't mean I'm telling you never should play a game at all. Game preparation or game fitness is very, very important, but no one's playing 4 or 5 games every single week. The value is in the training sessions. That's where you build your confidence. That's where you build your skills. So just like in what we're trying to do here, we're trying to get better with the squat. I'm not going to practice 1 rep maxing every single day simply because there's too much risk of injury. Number one. Number two, it drains your central nervous system. And I've said this in the past. The central nervous system is something that can be trained like anything else. So like I did 150 odd days of straight up kind of like, hitting a heavy single every single day, and I kind of got used to it. My body got conditioned to it. But there's not a lot of value there. And once you hit your heavy single, yeah, you can kind of do back down sets, but it's not the same as prioritizing the high repetitions first. I don't know, for whatever reason, if you hit that top single, you kind of feel flat. Not in the muscular fatigue, but just central nervous drive. You feel worn out. So what I do is I always hit my rep work at the start, and then whatever's at the left at the top, that's what I do. I just kind of go to the top. So a bit of a fundamental shift in my thinking. I could probably hit 200 right now, but I just don't see any value in it. Unless I'm trying to break my personal record, I just don't see value in it, because I know that my strength is around 200 anyway. So why should I express it again? Why should I kind of consolidate that thing again? I know where I am. So I'd rather spend my time doing repetitions and building to kind of go beyond that, rather than just continuously hitting the rev limiter, on and on and on. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about now. I'm quite happy with the training session today. 190 moved well. And you can also gauge by that as well. Like, you don't necessarily have to go purely by quantitative measure. Like, you don't have to just go, oh yeah, today I hit 200 kilos and I'm 200 kilos strong. No, man. Like, if 190 flies, right? Say 190 just flew up off my back, just stood up like it was nothing. You can extrapolate that and basically conclude that 200 is going to go well as well, maybe even 205 or 210. So you don't necessarily need to go purely by numbers. You can go by feeling. Feeling is actually sometimes it can lie to you, but you can base some measurements off of that as well. Like today, 190 moved really well, so well that I feel like I could hit 200 as well. But I'm not going to do that because there's no point. Like, I know where my strength is. So once again, we're trying to build strength. We're not trying to express strength in the training sessions, at least. There's no point ripping a hamstring of the bone in a training session. You don't have to do that last 5%. So yeah, yesterday I did 32 reps with 100 kilos. That's kind of like the meat and potatoes of this training program that I'm trying to do. Today it was kind of like, okay, let's feel some heavy weight, but let's not go beyond 95%. For the rest of the training session today, I'm going to try and do some kind of core work, some boring stuff. Yeah, I don't want to do any more squats, because tomorrow I'm going to try and hit 100 kilos for heaps of reps again. And I've kind of learned that with high reps, you do actually need a kind of day off in between from doing heavy reps. So today I did a bar for 10 reps, my warm up. I did 60 kilos for 10 reps as well. And then I did 100 kilos for 20 reps. Now, yesterday I did 30 reps. Today I did 20 reps. So that's kind of like a half-assed kind of attempt, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to oscillate the efforts day to day. So still doing high reps every day, but I'm not going balls to the wall every day. Anyway, these are the thoughts that I have right now. I guess I'll see you tomorrow for another AMRAP set of 100 kilos. All right, guys, catch you.